Wholeness, YouTube, wholeness, fresh sage here, and this is Venus Day, Friday. Happy Friday. Friday is ruled by the energy of Venus, being, relationships, pleasures. Friday is the day, I am more likely to indulge into things, Friday is the day most people, are more likely to, go out and enjoy themselves. So, and I woke up this Friday, and I spirit sent me the frequency to make this video on grounding, so, and how grounding has changed my life. Okay, so again, just coming from a perspective of an Aries moon, so I'm only gonna speak for myself, and it's like, yeah, this is how grounding has changed my life. Okay. And again, to put out, I don't make videos to change perspectives. However, if I do change a perspective, kudos. Okay, so grounding. So before I was enlightened about grounding, and the technologies of the earth, I wasn't, really meditating like that. Meditation, for me was intuitive. I never really had someone to tell me to meditate. I was doing that shit intuitively. As you know, like I said, YouTube is my TV. In my last video, my first video, I stated that YouTube is my TV. And this was a period of, I think the first time I meditated was during a period of my life where I was on YouTube, and I was getting enlightened on the world of psychedelics and how psychedelics influences the mind. And I was very interested in psychedelic stories and psychedelic experiences, and I love to hear people's experiences when it comes to psychedelics, and I still am till this day. However, I've never taken a psychedelic, just to put that out there, and this video is not to encourage anyone to take a psychedelic. So and then I started meditating and going within, so I would say emotionally, my vibration wasn't, as it is now. However, truly, I was having that emotional chaos from time to time, me being triple fire, I was impulsive, and honestly, I would say meditation has helped me to control, all this fire, because, you can have triple fire energy just like me. However, if you don't, it depends on the spirit that's in the body to control the energy. So it's like, I realized during meditation, I was like, not only am I meditating for clairvoyance, but to manifest this patience, this stillness, manifest some qualities that a so-called Aries moon wouldn't have, sort of like patience and all these. They like to label us as impulsive and things like that. So so as I started to meditate more and go deep within self, and then I was actually enlightened as I surf the web a lot, I came across, the grounding mat, so I thought, you can only ground through the earth. I thought you could only, receive the free electrons that the earth has to offer for going outside and grounding, But then when I found out that, there's actual a tangible product, you could use to bring earthing indoors, so I decided, hey, why not invest $30 at least? Why not invest $30 on my health? And of course, so I did, because I've got that stellium in the 6th house of my chart. And if you don't know what the 6th house deals with, the 6th house deals with health, it deals with work, and it deals with routine. So again, I'm gonna go over it. I've got Jupiter there in that 6th house, so Jupiter deals with knowledge, deals with wisdom, experiences to gain that wisdom. So this is why I feel I am properly inclined to even make this video. Okay, so grounding, right? So you have the free electrons that the earth has to offer. This gets rid of inflammation, okay? And inflammation is the #1 cause for dis-ease to be in the body. So it came with a book. So the product, the actual grounding product, came with a book that I read up on, and it came with a movie that I watched, and it was amazing. For me, being a triple fire deals with vision. Seeing is believing. So I'm seeing what this product is doing for people. I'm seeing people or a man being cured in a wheelchair. I'm seeing people who were snoring in their sleep for years being hooked up to this grounding mat, and they're just stopping, so it's like, okay, so there has to be something to this. Not only do they have, the logic to it, not only do they have the left brain aspect to it, the scientific aspect to it, the facts, tangible, but, you can see it, to prove, so I was like, okay, this product is something that piques my interest, having that stellium in the 6th house, so yeah, so I gave it a try, and I want to say I've had this grounding mat for, not this particular grounding mat, I've had like 3. So it's like, they have grounding shoes, they have grounding wristbands. So if you're not sure about grounding, this, trust me, you can look it up for yourself and just step into the world of grounding, So it's like, yes, sleeping on a grounding mat for, I would say, let's say a year and a half now, it gives me that safety. It gives me that security. It truly gives me that security, and that is truly something that I value, and it's all divine, as I use that word value, because my moon is currently transiting my 2nd house, so I know this is legit, and my 2nd house is ruled by a Virgo, Gemini, so for sure, that grounding mat, is something that you could say is something that I value, like, for sure, type shit. So it's like, yeah, I can say, like, having a grounding mat for me is something that, I can truly, I would say, like, if you got a grounding mat, like, I can be cocky about it. Like, it's like, so oh, you're giving me health advices? Like, I sleep on a grounding mat. Do you? Type shit is literally like that. So it's like every time I go to sleep, I know I'm gonna be sleeping good. Every time I go to sleep and I see my grounding mat, it's like that's something that really makes me very like, it's like, wow, like even question reality type shit, So it's like, it's an amazing product. That's something that I think I see, be a lot, if not already, a lot of people already, on it, hopping on that, so yeah, grounding has changed my life. Grounding has changed my life. I'm gonna just say that. And and it's just, I can't explain what is to be experienced. You can't get the full experience from me explaining it. However, it is what it is, and is a tangible product, and you can clearly see it, so yeah, honest, I'm gonna hop out here. Catch you next now. Fresh Sage signing out.